Too hard to choose. Because our menu is actually amazing and they're full of good choices.
The food's always pretty good, to be honest, but like, I don't really have a particular favourite.
So my favourite meal at the Chalet is no longer on the menu, so I'm a bit sad. It was the corned beef. Corned beef is dear to my heart, and unfortunately it's gone now.
Everyone used to go off with the apricot chicken, but I didn't mind it.
The apricot chicken's better.
Go again.
My favourite chalet meal is actually quite an unpopular one. It's apricot chicken. But I like to add a little bit of mustard into it and mix that in, and it gives sort of a similar vibe to honey mustard. So yeah, honey mustard chicken.
Makes it, it's so 70s, apricot chicken.
My second favourite meal at the Chalet would be... Ooh, I actually don't know. Big fan of the chocolate pudding, as long as you put in an adequate amount of chocolate and sauce. There's chocolate self-saucing pudding.
My favourite chalet meal, if it can be classified as a meal, is sticky date pudding, by far.
My favourite food at the Chalet is definitely the self-saucing chocolate pudding. So good.
Chocolate pudding is my favourite dessert. Love desserts. Double helpings every time.
Big fan of sticky date pudding. Big fan of all of the food. It's everything's good.
I mean, the golden syrup dumplings are a winner.
Yeah, so I mean, now that my corned beef's gone, it's just there's room. No, I'm kidding. You get a lot of roasts, so you eat a lot of different things to what you'd be able to eat regularly at home, just because you get to do it for a big crowd. And roast veggies, roast lamb. You can say no.
The roast sometimes. The roast is good if it's not burnt.
Favourite savoury meal is roast if it's cooked well.
Favourite meal? Yeah, roasts. Anything. I'm not really fussy. Don't like sausages, that's about all.
Bread. I really like the bread.
My favourite meal at the Chalet is one that's edible, which most of the time that's the case. Otherwise, breakfast toast.
So the bread is homemade. Well, I guess a lot of love goes into it. Like every loaf, every day is homemade. It's just really tasty.
Well, not necessarily a meal, but my favourite chalet dinner is definitely party night, because we'll sit together and have a lot of fun.
My favourite chalet meal, many and varied, aren't they? Often depending on who cooks them. I've had a good lasagna.
Definitely the lasagna. The fact that everyone comes into the kitchen and helps out making it. You've made a homemade lasagna in the middle of nowhere, in the middle of the snow, eating like kings. It is surreal.